Berlin, the capital city of Germany, is said to boast one of the fastest growing economies in Europe. But we were not here for tourism, rather to talk to investigative journalist Hayo Seppelt, who shocked the world with stories of doping in Kenya in 2012. Hayo Seppelt is a freelancer with ARD TV, a private media house based in Germany. Having received reports about doping in Kenya, the 52-year-old investigative reporter came to the country in 2012 to carry out his own investigation.
We received information from a special store in Nairobi, close to the Hilton Hotel. That means in Nairobi downtown. This place is called, I think, Healthy Store or Healthy Shop, I don't remember exactly. And we approached the owner of the store. We asked him if it might be possible to buy also doping substances here. He told us, okay, wait and see and come back tomorrow morning. So we came back next morning with a little money in our pocket, and it was absolutely easy to get the EPO. It was from Switzerland, 100% clear EPO in the store, and so we bought, I think it was 90 euros or $90, I don't remember.
The next stop for Seppelt was Kapsabet in the Rift Valley, where he also unearthed another elaborate doping scheme.
We pretended again, what we did already in Nairobi, in the shop, that we are agents, trainers from Europe and would like to build kind of training camp for athletes from Europe and from Africa in Kapsabet, and we need a kind of medical support for that. First told us that he is happy to offer us any support we need, and then he showed us as kind of evidence that he is working with high-class athletes, and he began openly to talk about doping, what he can offer us, EPO, testosterone, if I remember right.
The fact that a foreign journalist was the first to break the story did not go down well with many patriotic Kenyans. However, Seppelt is clear that he was only after the facts.
I would never say that only the Kenyans have this problem. They are not better and they are not worse than others. This is a problem of sports in general, not a Kenyan problem. For the better of your country and for the better of the credibility of Kenya, it's a right step to investigate in the field of doping.
Keen to ensure that we test Hayo's claims conclusively, we returned to Nairobi, and together with my editor Mike Okinyi, we paid the now closed clinic at the Kencom bus stop a visit. Store manager Frederick Okoth initially denies any knowledge of banned substances, choosing instead to show us how transparent his operations are. However, please note how his face changes once we show him the footage that we obtained in Germany. One can easily tell that the store is the same as the one in the clip.
We are not supplying, and maybe that was one of someone was trying to get people, but we don't supply those things.
Video evidence is hard to refute, and as we continue to grill Frederick, this comes out.
So are you saying there are athletes who come specifically to ask for EPU?
You know, they come and ask, you tell them, hey, we don't deal with those things, okay? Yeah, they ask, most of them don't know. Watasema nataka ile ya kudunga.
Frederick leads us upstairs, and indeed the store there also matches the room where Seppelt was given EPOs in exchange for 100 euros in 2012.
Why don't you move to the chemist that is to any of this? Ask for the things you're asking for and see if they'll give them to you.
You just say, we want EPU.
We don't say like that. We just send an athlete.
Or send anybody with
Yeah, say, do you have this EPO? They'll show it to you.
We have been even told about the chemists. We know them. We have some in Iten, in Eldoret, in Kapsabet, in Kericho. But we are told these chemists, even in Nairobi here, we are told these chemists have prescribes some drug to athletes. And they tell them if you're injected 3 or 4 weeks before something, it will never be detected. We have been told about that. But you see, even some doctors we have been given names. But the question is, we have no capacity ourselves as a federation.
Kenya's reputation in the global athletic circles took another beating when one of Kenya's most successful retired athletes, Moses Kiptanui, came out to speak against widespread doping in the East African powerhouse.
You know, from the information we get around from some other athletes, they're not participating in so many races like before this issue of doping came up. And the reason behind it is that meet organizers and promoters are also getting scared because it might bring bad reputation to their race.
For Kiptanui, his proximity with the athletes means that he is privy to information others may not be aware of.
I do coach some athletes and they come to my office and say, hey, this guy, I've been running with this guy, but he has not even come closer to me during training. But during the competition, he's way ahead of him.
He winds up our interview with a challenge to Parliament.
The Kenyan government should have really be serious and say we want to go and find out why are these athletes taking these drugs. What will be the outcome later on?
Reporting for Citizen Sports, the Poison Spike series, I'm Wahia Mwaura.